Hello, children. Today's... Whoop, mic needs to be facing me. Sorry about that. Today's friendly lesson is always make sure the mic is facing you before you go and do a helpful children's friendly advice thing. So, I believe this one's a bit shorter. Yeah, this one's a bit shorter because the recording session ran a bit short. It was that or have it go quite long, as the room I entered is kind of an ass and a half, and I didn't particularly feel like putting up with it. So Ashley got lit on fire there. Fortunately, a single green herb got her right back up to snuff. Trying to frag out up there to stop the catapults. Which I successfully do. But anyways. So yes, we're at the top of the castle ramparts here, and Mr. Skullface needs to get suplexed. I'm not sure if a suplex would hurt. I imagine it would hurt less, but it's still probably not very good if you're wearing a helmet. Particularly a metal one like that, because, and hear me out on this, if it's your bare skull, that's obviously very bad. It's all your weight landing on your skull, like being, all the force is just delivered into your neck there, which is not good. If you're wearing a metal helmet like that, well, I guess it's not too bad, because all the force is landing, on the metal skull. It's still not great, but, yeah, it's probably much better to be wearing a metal helmet like that. Ideally, it would be a bike helmet, which is cushioned, protected, but, yeah, metal helmet's better than no helmet, I guess. It's like a hard hat in, workman's uniform. So yes, I take notice that there is a catapult over there. However, my one flame grenade I chucked up there did not actually kill the guy who is manning the thing. And because that one's a bit of a bitch, I decide to turn around and use my last dear frag grenade in the entire world to try and take care of him. I only have flash grenades after this, which do like one thing of damage, so... And I actually did succeed in getting him, so... It was not a waste of a frag grenade, but, yes, the flash grenades are good for three things. The obvious stunning of enemies, although it doesn't work for the guys who have stitched up eyes, naturally, because, they're blind. They can't see, so the flash grenade wouldn't stop them anyways. It kills crows, because crows have one thing of health, and the flash grenades do exactly one damage. And I believe I demonstrated and talked about this, but the other thing it's very good at is if the guy's head explodes and a sort of shrimp, prawn, whatever you want to call it, monster climbs up out of his torso, he can be killed instantly by a flash grenade. So here's something interesting I found. Up to this point, you notice there have been some puzzles where we needed to find the key to fit the door, but the key was sort of relatively nearby, so it wasn't a huge deal. We're in a castle now, very Resident Evil-like, and he decided to, when he encountered a locked door, blow it up with a cannon, as if to say, we're not doing that key puzzle nonsense anymore. And as if to really illustrate that point, in the very next room... Oh, I get the mine launcher here, or mine thrower. And, it's very fun, so look forward to me using that. Yeah, in the very next room, there is sort of a key puzzle like this, but it's ridiculously easy, like, insultingly so, to the point where it might, I would argue they are sort of showing off that they're not, doing the whole key puzzle thing at this point. However, it should be worth noting that later in this very same level, you encounter quite a few key hunting puzzles that are legitimately huge Resident Evil things, so it's sort of like they pulled a double cross on you. It's in fact quite weird.
Come back, Eddie.
But we'll get to that when we get to that, won't we? I guess I'm also explaining, because I'm organizing my case right now, because you simply can't have an unorganized case full of ammo and such. We're not heathens, we're not Falmunction here. We have standards. So yes, there is a scope for the mine thrower, but I might actually get that, since, well, I mean, the aim is steady enough with the mine thrower that, you know, I don't, as long as the laser's on the guy, I don't really think I need the scope. And I definitely am going to sell the scope for the rifle, simply because, for starters, you do get a free different scope later, so hardly matters. And, you know, on top of that, you just, it's really not, needed. The rifle zooms in just fine on its own. Maybe not the standard rifle, but certainly the semi-automatic rifle zooms in fine on its own. So yes, that's the mine thrower. It's pretty stable, you realize. You know, the aiming's pretty, fine. So, the necessity of a scope is questionable. And there's old Agent Hunnigan.
We decided to lay low in a castle, but it looks like
Back when outgoing had to be two different
Well,
words.
it appears that this castle is also connected with the Los Illuminados.
Ooh, my video
Must not
radio
get
is
many
water
visitors
tested.
here, 'cause they're giving
Well,
me
that's
one
good.
hell of a welcome.
My video phone,
Sounds
whatever you want
bad.
to call it.
I have an idea, Leon. I need you to...
What? Repeat, Hunnigan. Great. Just my luck.
So yes, this is the key hunting puzzle. You'll note the the sword on the wall there. First of all, in very Resident Evil fashion, we open up cupboards. But yes, this is me in the live video explaining the whole sword thing. God, what am I doing? I guess I'm preparing for what's upstairs. So anyways, I take the platinum sword with the gold background. And then I walk past the soulless-eyed monster. And, go upstairs. Oh look, what's that on the wall? It appears to be a gold sword with a platinum background. Whatever are you supposed to do? And, like, this is the puzzle. You know, it really is just that simple. There's no real, mystery to be solved here. Anyways, it occurs to me at this point that those men are in fact standing rather close together, aren't they? It might be time to, demonstrate the awesome might that is the mine thrower. And then I back away because I don't want to be blown up. I don't know if he can hurt me, but, it certainly hurt them. Mine thrower, ladies and gentlemen. It's very good. And I don't have a lot of ammo for it right now, but you do pick up ammo for it like you do all the other guns. So. That's the thing. It doesn't give you mine thrower ammo unless you have the mine thrower, which I kind of wish it did for the TMP as well. I cracked open his skull with that suplex, but you know, you couldn't see it because Ashley's dumb feet were in the way. It's the best part of this game. You get to suplex monks and crack their heads open. Well, like him, I just knifed in the face. So yes, I'm getting at these boxes here. Is that a bed or a table? I don't know. I think it's a bed of some sort. It's just like a covered table. Who knows? Could be a cot. Anyways, yes, here's a gold sword on a platinum background. Now we put the platinum sword on the platinum background. It's there, trust me. And yes, the whole puzzle's really that easy. It's a very small room for it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense why they felt the need to put it in the game. But, and like I said, if they were going for this sort of, hey, we're going to sort of kick the old puzzles in the head type thing, then they did a fine job of it. But, yes, it's not, it's odd. So that's the scope zoomed in. What I was trying to say is there are more puzzles in the game, like, that are giant key hunting puzzles, so I don't know why they did that. So that's it zoomed in with the scope. You see what I mean when I say, it's probably unnecessary. That was me commenting on his, makeup, paint job, tattoo, I don't know what you would call that. I was saying he, unlike many people, he was just a fan of Darth Maul. It was the time. I have controversial opinions about the prequels. Don't get me wrong, they're still, you know, garbage and just terrible movies, but, you know, I think there are some good ideas to be found in them. In particular, The Phantom Menace. I think they got worse from there. And of the three, that one's probably the least shithouse. Mostly because, Liam Neeson. And yeah, Jar Jar's awful, but, you know, I feel like he can sort of be ignored. I think he's as bad as Minions, so, you know, there's nothing really, I don't care for Minions either, so I don't care for Jar Jar, but, you don't see me out in the streets lambasting against them. I put Minions, Rabbids from the, like, Mario Rabbids, Raymond's Raving Rabbids, those guys, and Jar Jar are all in roughly the same category. Sort of just loud, obnoxious characters. For whatever reason, though, people seem to like two of those, and just Jar Jar is universally despised. Maybe it's because you can almost understand what he's saying. Which you'd think would score him more points. What the hell am I doing? There we go. Was I checking my phone? I think I was explaining something.
Leon!
Because I knew this cutscene was coming, now that I think about it.
I've got something for you guys.
Ah, Lewis.
What? Oh, shit!
He probably thinks Leon's dressed fine, given its, you know, bulletproof vest. Probably not a fan of what Ashley's wearing in terms of practicality and protection, you know? Just, like I said, headcanon, she was out for a night on the town with her gal pals, and she got grabbed then. I mean, she's just wearing a cardigan and, I think a hoodie. It's just, like, tied around her neck, so... You know, they clearly grabbed her, in the middle of her day.
Why are you... It makes me feel...
It's entirely possible to assume they grabbed her while she was heading out for a night on the town as well. Or a Ren fair, as we've explained. Still don't know how that vest works at all. And it's still a stupid outfit. I actually kind of like the belt and pants because, as I've discovered, I'm a sucker for the red on white color combo. I think that's a very nice, visually pleasing combination. A lot of my Overwatch skins reflect this choice for people who play Overwatch with me. I'm sure they've noticed. If I can get away with it, they're all wearing red and white. Roadhog, Mercy, McCree, Reaper. Those are the ones off the top of my head. Yes, I'm not so much a fan of that top. It's a little too, shall we say, whorish. Let's go with that. I think that's a sensitive way of putting it. So I'm aware I'm being rather liberal with my shotgun ammo, and I'm also aware I really shouldn't have used the mine thrower here. I just wanted to blow these guys up, and I thought it would be funny. But, teehee, it was funny. I shouldn't have used it there. I don't regret using it there. There's a difference between knowing I shouldn't have done something and regretting it. And while I know I shouldn't have used it there, I absolutely, under no circumstances, regret having done it. Got a minute left. Well, probably make some closing remarks here. Don't do drugs. Don't shoot that barrel. That barrel explodes. Don't hit it with your knife either. That's a very dumb idea. Don't shoot it with a rocket launcher. Do I kill this guy before I end the video? Let's see. I knock him off his perch. His lofty, lofty perch. And then I knife him in the bum. Tee-hee. Well then. 30 seconds left. I'm just going to do the closing remarks here. See you in the next video. Once again, sorry this is all post-commentary. Shieldmen. I think I'm doing an alright job with it. Yeah, because, you know, the saving of the game audio was crucial to it being a good job. But as I said, see you in the next episode.